Right, so there's been a lot of questions about how Jimmy placed his low E string in the other direction. You see in the 1966 through 68, he does this. He reversed it in the other way. And that's because some say that the low E string it flipped out from the nut, or actually it's not that. Actually, it's because he used the whammy bar a lot and it goes out of tune a lot. And that's because if he plays his string in the correct angle, then it goes out of tune. But if he does it in the reverse angle, then it stays in tune, and that's because the break angle of the nut is not steep enough. So reverse it to add more pressure in the string tree, and the more pressure, it will make it more stable tuning wise. 69 through 70 during his career, his low E is in the right angle, is not reversed anymore. So there's a small detail there. There's a change there that he did. Or maybe Fender did. Maybe Fender approached him and said, hey, we can fix this for you and you don't have to have your low E installed like that. So if Jimmy did it by himself, you can see another hole in the headstock. You see? But there's no hole there, so I'm assuming Fender did that for Jimmy because there's no extra hole in the headstock. So if you can see the position of the string tree there, closer to the nut, whereas before it was between the 4th and 5th tuning peg. Later on it's between the 5th and the 6th tuning peg. So it's closer to the nut, which it adds more pressure to the low E. As you can see here, this one lower to the nut, installed normally, not reversed. This one and this one. So many says that if he do dive bombs or play aggressively with his whammy bar, the low E tend to come out from the string tree or come out from the nut. I don't see it that way because I played these kinds of guitars before and I have no issue with the low E coming out, but I do have issues with tuning stability, and that is the break angle from the nut going to the tune peg, which it doesn't have enough pressure. And so what he did in 66 till 68, he installed the string the other way around. And some say that it's easier for him to tune the low E. It's easier for him, so it's more faster. It's more. You can say that counts, but that's not the main factor. Actually, that's not the main reason. I mean, if Jimmy wants to do that just for the reason of so it gets faster tuning instead of better tuning stability, yeah, go figure. So I think this myth, Jimmy did this, I think it's pretty much debunked now.